Every time you are rejected for something good, you are redirected to something better. The harder your past was, the more beautiful your future will be. The people who say, you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Remember, some of the best times of your life haven't even happened yet. When you're driving through the darkness, you can only see as far as the headlights shine, but you can make the whole trip that way. The past shows what you've done, the future will show what you learned. It's not hard, it's just new. Life is like a P and white keys represent happiness and black shows sadness. But as you go through life's journey, remember that the black keys also create music. Don't compare yourself to others. There is no comparison between the moon and the sun. They shine when it is their time. Sometimes, when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried. But actually, you've been planted. Things work out when you least expect them. Life has a funny way of surprising us when we're not looking for it. If you weren't capable, the opportunity would have never come your way. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. When you get up in the morning, remember what you promised yourself at night. Stop thinking you're doing it all wrong. Your path doesn't look like anybody else's because it can't, it shouldn't, and it won't. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. Just because things could have been different doesn't mean they'd be better. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your path, not someone else's. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Most of the stuff you worry about never happens. You attract what you are. Do you want to attract better? Become better. Don't regret the past, 'cause at that moment you did your best. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson, leave because you learned yours. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control.
Whether it's a machine, a house, or a relationship, maintenance is always cheaper than repairing. Every person in your life is a teacher. Some bring lessons, others teach you what to avoid. You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Life is like an elevator on your way up. Sometimes you have to stop and let some people off. Never say maybe if you want to say no. The ego is not a bad thing, and sometimes we need it in order to achieve our aims and feel vitality. However, the ego is just a tool. We shouldn't let it control us. It's not what you say out of your mouth that determines your life, it's what you whisper to yourself that has the most power. If you went back in time and fixed your past mistakes, you would erase yourself. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. Don't look back. You are not going that way. The hardest part is at the beginning of the journey. The rocket loses 90% of its fuel during takeoff.